We've got the Audi Q3. Is it still our favorite in this category?
Big shout out to Audi downtown Vancouver for letting us borrow this car for the day. We appreciate it.
In dynamic mode. Ooh, sounds very good.
All right. What's under the hood of this one, Andrea?
I'm wondering what he's looking like.
Yeah, you'll see in the video. What's under the hood of this one, Andrea?
We've got the more powerful Q3 45. It has a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with an 8-speed automatic transmission, 228 horsepower and 251 pound-feet of torque. There's the less powerful option, the Q3 40 with 184 horsepower and 221 pound-feet of torque.
The Q3 comes standard with all-wheel drive, and the Q3 is rated to run on regular gas, no need for premium. You'll get about 664 kilometers or 413 miles per tank. So this video, and one of the reasons why we love the Q3 is it's about value. You get a lot for your money, and the fact that it runs on regular gas, oh yeah, that's a big deal. The others,
sure.
The competitors, it's premium. So the value story, what do you get with this? What are the key standard features?
The base trim comes with an 8.8-inch touchscreen, a 10.25-inch digital driver display, Apple Carplay and Android Auto, heated front seats, a power driver seat and a manual passenger seat, leather seating surfaces, a heated steering wheel, panoramic sunroof, a power tailgate, 17 or 18-inch wheels, and a temporary spare tire.
So we've got drive select. What do we get here? Off-road comfort, auto dynamic, and what else can we put it in?
Put it in S for subscribe and hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when all of our reviews drop, and then you can watch them.
And we do this, the couple car review twice a week. The first one drops on Wednesday.
We put another one out on Saturday.
So make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell, but also follow on Instagram. It's Motormouth_Andrea to get a sneak peek behind the scenes. For me, it's Motormouth_Auto, and the links are below the like button. This video is brought to you by Canada Drives. Shop online for your next used vehicle and enjoy the convenience of to-your-door delivery and the confidence of a 7-day love-it-or-return-it guarantee. Visit canadadrives.ca to learn more. So if you've never been here before, we have a segment coming up later called the Hot Topic. You send us a question on Instagram, we answer it, and the one this time around is all about this versus the Tiguan. This car comes with 2 engines. One of them is the base model Tiguan engine, right, Andrea?
Yeah, and I think it's a great question. A lot of people will wonder about this and how it differs. I think that this handles so well. It's agile. It is a great city runaround, especially so easy to maneuver in and out of traffic, a breeze to parallel park. The only thing I find, Zach, is that the steering is a little bit light for me.
Yeah, I always drive it in the dynamic setting as I got to take it out of subscribe and put it in dynamic. But that gets you a little bit more of a weighted feel, but still lighter than my taste. But you know what? They do this on purpose. They do it to appeal to a wide range of potential buyers, especially women drive these vehicles. They're popular, so I think that's why it's done.
Yeah, and the suspension isn't very firm on this. And it's interesting because our friends have just done some cross-shopping with vehicles, and believe it or not, they didn't like the Porsche Macan that they owned for 3 years because the suspension was too stiff for them.
Back to the point.
What did they look at? The Q5, because it just appeals to the masses when it comes to the lighter steering and the softer suspension.
So we do have that question coming up a little bit later on. The base engine is the Tiguan derived engine. The engine that we're driving is the GTI derived engine. The previous model of GTI, I like more power.
Oh yeah, way more fun. So I really like the looks of this. It is sporty. It has a youthful vibe to it. It comes with available 17 to 20-inch wheels. We have got the base model.
Yay!
When do we ever get the base model?
We never get. We usually get the fully loaded one, so it's nice to actually drive in the car that people are going to buy.
Yeah, and this doesn't even have a package to it. So you can see with the exterior, it doesn't have the black exterior accents and the black grille. It's all chrome, which I think is kind of refreshing. I like it.
With this black paint, to have that bright finish on the window surrounds and the wheels, I like it.
And it comes with standard LED headlights and taillights. This model, because it's the Q3 45, it comes with the advanced LED headlights, but all of them get the dynamic rear turn signals. Now you can add a package to the Komfort trim called the Vorsprung package. Unfortunately, with the chip shortage, it's not available right now. So what Audi Canada did is they added the Canadian Edition package, which has all of the black exterior trim if you want it. And one thing in the Vorsprung package that you can't get right now is Audi side assist.
That's one of the things is like you are going to have to go shopping for any brand and take what they're offering you or order something and wait for it, because there's just so many features that are being moved in and out of the build. As these go down the line, you could pick up one of these that's equipped one way and then maybe a couple of months later it comes equipped differently. So this is a snapshot of what we're driving right now. So now we turn our attention to the inside. We went through the key standard features. Andrea ran through that a moment ago, and this is the base model, and I'd be happy with this.
It comes with everything that you need. You will be comfortable with this. You've got the 8.8-inch touchscreen and a 10.25-inch digital driver display.
Now this is a big deal because some brands really make you get a much more expensive package to get a pano roof. I'm not a big fan of pano roofs, but a lot of people will like that.
Yeah, I do. You know how much I love a pano roof. One thing that you don't get on the Komfort trim is a power passenger seat. You've got to move up to the Progressiv trim, or with the premium trim in the US, you can add a package to get the power passenger seat.
But at least there is a ratchet system. Like some brands, it's just fixed. And I like the availability of moving it. Power is better. You can obviously pay to get that, but the fact that it's adjustable is key. Now, one thing that's interesting, we drove this vehicle about 2 years ago, and that's why we decided to get it back. It's been a couple of years. One feature it didn't have as an option was memory seats for the driver. That has now been added, and that's a big deal. So you get a car equipped with memory seats on the pano roof and the nice screens. That's really all you need.
Driver seat memory is only available on the top trim in Canada and as an option in the US in a package. If you're looking for the larger digital driver display, 12.3 inches, or the 10.1-inch touchscreen and wireless Apple CarPlay, you can get that on the top Technic trim, but you can add a package to the Progressiv trim to get those features as well. There is a Sonos sound system that is available in the Q3 and only on the top trim.
Sonos? Mm-hmm. That's new.
I know.
Because I've never heard of Sonos in a car. We have it loaded in we're big Sonos fans in the house, but I've never heard about it in a car. Mm-hmm. Now I can hear it in the car.
We don't have it in this model,
okay,
but
I can't hear it.
Too bad.
All right, the size of this is a subcompact crossover vehicle. Here's me getting in the back seat. The great thing about Audi is if you need more space, they will sell you a Q5 or a Q7. So go into this knowing what you're getting. It's a subcompact unit. Back seat's comfortable though.
The BMW X1 offers more second row legroom and overall cargo capacity.
Same thing, cargo isn't massive. This is a subcompact utility. If you want more space, a Q5 might be better, but overall, it's competent. We talked about it already. We do have our hot topic coming up and more as we get ready for coffee.
Time now for questions, coffee, and cars.
Your questions from Instagram.
How do you think it's faring against the competition, styling, and value? Is there a hybrid or electric version coming?
Well, basically, the whole premise of this video is it really is the value leader in this class. Not really anybody can touch it on that front.
No.
Styling, that's up to you to decide, and there are some pretty strong competitors in this class.
I think that this has a really youthful look to it. It competes well against the BMW X1 and the Mercedes-Benz GLA. There is a new BMW X1 coming, and boy, does it ever look good from the pictures. It has, from what I can see, the interior of the iX electric vehicle, and I think people are really going to like it. It's going to have a higher starting price than this, just under $45,000 Canadian.
Did you say electric? What are the details on Audi's electric plan?
So Audi plans to go fully electric by 2033, and they would like to have 20 full electric vehicles by 2025. Now, that's only 3 years away, and I would think that they are going to have, like the Q4 in the compact category, a subcompact electric vehicle as well.
Yeah, I think it's all coming.
I found the leather to have a plasticky feel to it, almost like it's very low-end leather or cheap leather-like material, just like BMW's leather. Do you have the same opinion of this?
It does kind of have a leatherette kind of vibe to it. I'm not a fan of BMW's leather, what they call Vernasca leather. I think it's crapola. This one I think is better than theirs.
I feel like it's the same as Vernasca, in my opinion. The thing about BMW is they have moved to Sensitech, which is leatherette, and that's coming standard on all of their vehicles, and then you have to pay extra for Vernasca. So this one is leather surfaced.
Standard, right?
Yeah, which is standard. So I think that that's pretty good, but I would agree. I think it's similar to Vernasca.
I think this is better.
We put out a lot of content each week on the Motormouth YouTube channel, and it's super easy to find.
All you do is go to the YouTube search bar and type in Motormouth, the name of the channel, then the brand you're looking for. In this case, it would be Audi, and all of our videos pop up. It's that easy.
Does this offer cooler or ventilated seats?
It does not. The German said 9, no ventilated seats, and I'm okay with that. I am in the minority on this.
Yeah.
I don't like ventilated seats. I think it's a weird sensation. I'm just going to leave it there. I don't like it.
We actually heard from Mazda that they said one of the #1 features that people want are ventilated front seats. And I get it in a warmer climate for sure.
Yeah, if you lived in Arizona,
yeah,
or Florida, or New Mexico, you might want that.
And we had a little bit of a warm day. It hasn't been the greatest weather
It's been
here.
crap this summer, yeah.
Anyway, there was a vehicle that we recently had, and it had ventilated front seats, and I put it on, and it was incredible. Really loved it. Anyway, it does not come with ventilated front seats. It also doesn't have a head-up display, heated rear seats, or wireless Android Auto.
One thing about the ventilated seats, you have to have perforated seats in order to get ventilated seats. Another reason I don't like them is those little perforated holes. You get little crumbs and things in there, and they're almost impossible to get out.
So hard. Like, you really have to get a little toothpick and remove them.
Yeah, so that's another reason.
Yeah.
Don't get them. And now it's time for our hot topic. What's this one, Andrea?
How does this compare to the VW Tiguan? Size, pricing, gas mileage? Seems very similar. Is it worth the upgrade? We are currently coming to the end of our Tiguan lease. Love the channel. Thank you.
The thing about this Q3 and the Tiguan, they are related. You might not be aware that the Tiguan we get here in North America is the long wheelbase version. They sell a shorter wheelbase version in Europe. Hello, that's what this is based on. In fact, this Q3 with the base model has the Tiguan engine in it. So there's a lot of similarities, and I can see why you would be cross-shopping them.
This one is more fun. If you don't need the space like you get in the Tiguan, it is a spacious, compact SUV. This one is so much more fun to drive, in my opinion. I think interior-wise, they're both pretty good. That top trim of the Tiguan comes with some great features.
It looks good, yeah.
Yeah, including ventilated front seats and heated rear seats.
Hate those.
He hates it, which this Q3 doesn't get. So that's something to think about as well.
The difference, though, between the Tiguan and this Q3 is the available engine, as we mentioned. They are using the old GTI engine in here, 228 horsepower, regular gas, more power, smaller form.
Yeah.
That's why I love it.
Fuel economy wise, the Q340 and the Tiguan get around the same fuel economy. This does a little bit better. And of course, the Q345 with the more powerful engine doesn't get the same fuel economy as the Tiguan.
But you get more power.
Yeah, you get more power. And hey, it also depends whether you're driving it on the highway or if you're in the city. So you can really drill down when you're buying a vehicle and look at those numbers that work best for you.
One more thing before we go. They both come with a 4-year warranty. Volkswagen offers a 4-year warranty, and so does Audi. There you go.
And pricing.
I thought we had one more thing.
I've got one more
Okay.
thing now. He had one more thing, now I've got one more thing. Pricing, the top Tiguan in Canada is just under $43,000, and you get a lot for your money. And this base model Q3 is just over $41,000 in Canada.
With the bigger engine.
With the bigger engine, and you get a load of standard features in this Q3.
But of course, it's an Audi. It's a premium vehicle. What other premium subcompact can you pick?
For your consideration, 4 vehicles for you to consider.
Up first is the all-new BMW X1. It has a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with 241 horsepower and a starting price just under $45,000.
The Mercedes-Benz GLA, also with a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder, 221 horsepower, and a starting price of just over $43,000.
The Volvo XC40 T5. It has a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with 248 horsepower and a starting price of $43,000.
Here's our used car alternative from CanadaDrives.ca. We chose a 2019 Cadillac XT4 Premium Luxury with just over 52,000 kilometers on the clock for $42,990. Click the tab or the link in the description below to find more vehicles in this category from CanadaDrives.ca.
So, there are 4 luxury crossovers for you to consider.
So what are the official fuel economy numbers, and how much does it cost with our vital stats?
Let's start with pricing. The Q3 40 starts at just over $38,500 in Canada and just under $36,500 in the US. Q3 45 starts at just over $41,000 in Canada and just over $38,500 in the US.
Here's the fuel economy for the base engine. 10.4 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, 7.7 on the highway. That's 23 miles per gallon city, 30 miles per gallon highway. The more powerful engine gets 11.4 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, 8.3 on the highway. That's 21 miles per gallon city, 28 miles per gallon highway. Audi offers a warranty of 4 years, 80,000 kilometers or 50,000 miles. Lightning round. 2 things we like to see improved.
You just can't beat the value of this Q3.
I like the fact they've made 2 engine options available now.
I'd like to see wireless Android Auto available, just like wireless Apple Carplay.
The good news is they've added driver's seat memory. I'd like it available on the lower trimmed options.
Oh yeah, it's still our favorite in this category, but we still have to drive the new BMW X1.
Once again, thanks again to Audi Downtown Vancouver for lending us this car. We really do appreciate it.
This video is brought to you by Canada Drives. Shop online for your next used vehicle and enjoy the convenience of to-your-door delivery and the confidence of a 7-day love it or return it guarantee. Visit CanadaDrives.ca to learn more.